Okay, this will be a short video about the Death of Slim Shady Coup de Grâce, if I'm even pronouncing that right. I'm just gonna do first reactions, and I will tell you, I don't know what to feel about this album. I won't lie, I've been excited for this. There's a lot of hype for the album. You had tracks like Houdini and Toby, which I feel like M gave a good performance on. However, now we've got the album, I do not know how to feel about it. So this is just first reaction. This may get a review at some point, but I'm going to just tell you how it felt like through my first listen, and I'm going to be going back through this album. But I want to give it at least 3 listens before doing an entire review on it. I'm not going to go too into detail right now, but I'd say the main issues I probably had with the album were like its features. I wanted a few more like rap features in there. I expected like Dr. Dre, maybe 50, to come back on this record, maybe. Like another track for old time's sakes, that would have been great to hear, but I know Eminem doesn't like the album Relapse. I like, there are obviously some good bits where he's mentioning like Christopher Reeves. I find that type of, like, humor from years ago quite funny, so to see that all come back is funny. However, what I will say is this Slim Shady character, which he's obviously brought back here, is very repetitive. You'll talk about him, you know, shitting on, like, not physically shitting, but like metaphorically shitting on midgets, like constantly like small jokes, all this and that, which they do later on put to bed throughout the track list. However, I don't feel like this album needed to be as long as it was. And I can't believe I'm saying that, because I usually like listening to big Eminem projects because there's always a story behind it. Like Music to Be Murdered By, I quite enjoyed how long that album was. It didn't need to be that long, but I enjoyed the content I've got out of it. The song I do really want to speak about here is Guilty Conscience 2. It's actually quite good. I will not lie. Obviously, it doesn't come in comparison to the first Guilty Conscience album, but I do feel like it was quite funny. It was quite witty. Then you had like the track Fuel, which is quite fun. There's a lot. There are fun tracks here. There are. I'm not taking that away from Eminem. And I'm seeing the ratings online right now, and they seem to be too low. I wouldn't give it, like, I've just seen 1 out of 5 stars, which I don't think it is. Like, there are a lot of people who've given it 2 out of 5 stars, which I don't think it is. I do feel like this album, once Slim Shady's killed off, I can't remember what track it's on. I want to say it's Guilty Conscience 2, or no, I think it is Guilty Conscience 2. I have no idea. But I feel like once that character's killed off, this album has no real direction afterwards. We do have the song Temporary, where he's singing to his daughter again. Very sweet song. I'm not sure, I think it's that song where he references, I think there's Mockingbird reference, When I'm Gone reference, and that's very like heartfelt. I feel like these songs are more for the fans than it is for new listeners nowadays, and I feel like that's what this entire album's about. You can't be a new listener and jump into this. You have to be someone who's listened to a discography to understand this album. I think my main issues with this album is he's trying to be Slim Shady. However, he keeps bringing back the same joke. The amount of like Kardashian bars that are in there, Kris Jenner, you know, I think we can all agree there was a lot of bars about that. So from the get-go, I don't know how to feel about this album. I don't feel like the album finishes off very well either. It's very heartfelt and all that. I completely agree. However, it just didn't feel like the album was coming to an end. It felt like you're going to get like more Eminem, but the only Eminem and Marshall Mathers we got were songs towards his daughter and nothing more above that. I was really hoping for, like, on this record to hear more, like, not recovery so much, but like LP2 to be brought back. A lot of like Relapse, which was, but I feel like Encore was more mentioned because I think Eminem favors Encore over Relapse. However, I favor, a lot of people are going to disagree, I favor Relapse over Encore. Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about this. I won't lie though, the skits are funny as fuck. I really like the I think it's, what is it called, Guess Who's Back? Yeah, Guess Who's Back skit. Funny as fuck. Those are my feelings at the moment. If I had to rate this album, based off how I feel right now. I think right now I wouldn't put it above Music to Be Murdered By. That's just my opinion. Feel free to disagree. I'll probably give this a 5 out of 10. And it's a shame because, you know, I really liked his previous projects before this, and to get this, like, don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed it. There are bits I've really enjoyed. You know, there are quite a handful of tracks here that I do enjoy. However, there's also another handful which I'm like, oh well, we didn't need that. Oh, that's a skip. Oh, I wish there was a few more rap features, because every single track is just Eminem, which a lot of people would like, but I feel like it needed more flavor, I suppose, which we didn't get. Production wise though, I think this has to be one of the better songs. Albums. Thank you for watching. You've been the real ones. Stick around for more content like this and more content in the future. Leave your thoughts down below, and let's be civil with each other.